Hi guys, so in this video we are going to solve an interesting problem, an interview favorite problem. It is the best time to buy and sell stock. If you are familiar to trading and if you have done trading in past, you will easily understand that. It's a simple you buy a stock and you sell a stock, we have to find the maximum profit. First of all, let's see how many companies has asked this question in interview before. As you can see, many of the big companies has asked this question, like Zoho, Adobe, Microsoft, Alibaba, Tencent, LinkedIn, Google, Zoom, IBM, Deloitte, Accenture, Airtel, Bolt, around 100 plus companies. So it's a easy question, but easy questions are interview favorite. Easy questions can confuse you anytime. So don't ignore the easy questions. Most of the times in interview easy questions has been asked a lot of times. It the easy questions checks your smart how smart you are. This type of questions requires some brain. So let's read the statement of this question and tries to solve it, and let's see what approach we are going to use. So we we have given an array prices where prices of I is the price of a given stock on I day, and we want to maximize our profit by choosing a single day to buy one stock and choosing a different day in the future to sell that stock. So we have to return the maximum profit you can achieve from this transaction. If you cannot achieve, return 0. Okay. So these are the so we have given this input. Let's see the input. This is the price, and price of I denoted the price of the stock, and the index denote the days. So let me so the explanation is based on the one based indexing, but let's see, I'm denoting the zero based indexing, 3, 4, and 5. So the basic idea to solve this question is we will buy. How can you get the maximum profit? You buy from a minimum, you buy a stock at the low price and you sell it as a high price. So that's it, that's the stock market rule. Buy low, sell high. So that's what this question is asking. So we cannot do like we buy at 7 and sell at 1. We cannot do like this. We are not calculating the loss. We have to calculate the maximum profit. So the explanation, as you can see, buy on this 1th index at the price of 1 and sell the price this 6. Then you will get the maximum profit selling minus buying. So the maximum profit will be of this example is 5. And you cannot do like this. You buy at 1 and sell at 7. You cannot do like this because the graph is like this, the day. The x-axis denotes the day and the y-axis denotes the price. So you cannot move forward. You buy at 1 and you have a time machine, you go to the yesterday and sell at 7. You cannot do like this. So let's see how. Now let's understand how can we solve this problem. So we will solve this problem by using cadence algorithm. If you don't know about cadence algorithm, I've already make a video, and you will see a card over here top right of corner of the video, and where we solve a lead code question also. So check out that video. So we are going to solve this by cadence algorithm. What this algorithm says, store your current. So cadence algorithm is basically for the to calculate the maximum sum of the subarray. So that is why this algorithm is used there. And this algorithm says if the current sum is makes less than 0, so leave the previous array and start a fresh new array. And we have already calculated the sum and stored in the maximum sum. So same concept we are using here. So we will create a variable, we will store a price, and we will calculate if it is if the next price is less than, if it is greater than this previous price, so we can calculate the profit. If it is less than, if the next price is less than the previous buy, so we cannot create the profit. So we will leave that part here and we will start to look the new profit, and then we will rebuy the stock here at 1. Then at 5 we will check, is it the 5 is greater than 1? Yes, 5 is greater than 1, and we can calculate the profit. 5 minus 1, that is 4, and we will store it in a maximum profit. Then we calculate 3. 3 is also greater than 1. Then we can again calculate the profit. 3 minus 1, 2, but it is not greater than the maximum profit, so we will not update the profit. And the same right here, the 6 is greater than 1, so we can calculate the profit. 6 minus 1 is 5, so 5 is greater than the 4, the previous max profit, and 5 is greater than 4, so that's our new max profit, and we will store it in the max profit variable. And at the end we will return the max profit from there. So that's the simple part of this algorithm. So simple rule of this, if some condition becomes harmful, that is not use of that is not our use, so we will leave that part and we will start a fresh new either subarray or either buy a stock from that point. So that's what the cadence algorithm said. So let's see how we so let's see this in the action in the LeetCode. How can we solve this problem? So first we will calculate the size of the prices array, and prices dot size, and we will buy the stock at the first day, so we have to track. Then we will start the loop from this one. So the first element, we let's say this is, we buy the stock at this date, and let's take a variable for the to store the profit. In the question, if you read, if you cannot achieve any profit, return 0, so we will initialize by 0, and at the end we can simply return the profit. And here we will start the loop from 1, because at the 0th index we have already buyed a stock. 1 I is less than n, so this, if the prices of I, if the price of I is less than the buy stock, means if you buy at 7 and your current price is 1, so that's basically a loss situation. And so we will initialize a fresh new, so we will buy a fresh new stock, so we will leave the previous one, buy, and we will initialize the buy with the current element of this prices array. Else if we calculate the profit, if the prices of I minus buy is greater than profit, or if you want not to write this, if you don't want to write this condition else if, directly write else and calculate the max of it. And so the profit becomes prices of I minus buy, because let's say our current index is at this 5th position and here we buy our stock, so we are, so this is our selling price, this is our buying price, so selling minus cost price is equal to profit. So that's basically our code, so let's run it. As you can see, test cases are successfully accepted. Let's try to submit it. Submission is also accepted. Let's calculate the time complexity. We are running a one pass solution, we are doing a one pass solution, that, and we are iterating the array, so the time complexity will be O of n, time complexity, and the space complexity we are not using any space, so the space complexity will be O of 1. And